Everyone, welcome back to another episode of Birdies with Boynsy. Here we are, back on the 18th. We've returned to the scene of the crime. I pitched in from 55 yards last week, but the comments were, grow the beard back, and people in the shop were saying, you didn't tell us how to play the shot. What's wrong with just a good demonstration? Today, we're going to have a bit more explanation. From this angle, we're going to use the 54-degree wedge, see how we play that shot. And from over on the right-hand side, even though that pin's a bit deeper in the green, we're still going to run through how we play that shot with the 58-degree. So let's get into that first shot using the 54-degree wedge. Let's have a look at the setup. The feet a little bit closer together for a bit more control over the shot. Also a little bit lower down the grip. Again, that just gives us a little bit more control. To control the level of this ball flight, keep it a bit lower. That ball's going to be further back in the stance, and we're going to set the weight a little bit forward, 60-40, maybe even 70-30 on that front side. Now let's have a look at the shot. Depending on the distance of the shot will depend on how far the club's going back. What sometimes people will tend to do is swing the club back too far and then decelerate. That can cause to a miss strike. We want to keep the club back and then accelerate through. So think about that distance of backswing. If you're struggling with controlling the length of backswing and controlling that distance, start from a shorter distance, that 10 yards, that 15 yards, and slowly work your way back rather than jumping straight in at this 55-yard mark. So I know that my backswing roughly needs to be about a quarter, and then I'm going to swing through a quarter as well. So back and through the same distance, maintain that acceleration through the shot. What people like to do as well is try and help this ball up. I've already said about presetting the weight on that front side because we're not transferring it as much through this swing. So don't stay on this trail side and try and scoop that ball up. We want to be driving and accelerating into the back of it. We haven't got the bunker to go over. We'll talk about the 58, how we're going to get the height of that. Let's have another go, see if we can pop another one in. So, soft conditions, brand new wedge. You just saw how much that grabbed up. Lovely strike. So I just needed to land that a little bit further and it would have been close to the flag. It's probably not too far away from where I hold it last week, where that pin was. Just a bit deeper on the green. Let's jump over there, have a look at the 58. As you can see, the bunker's in the way a little bit more this week, but with all that green to work with, we wouldn't necessarily need to use the 58. We're going to use it for the purpose of this shot. Let's have a look at the setup. So we've got a different club, 58, so we're going to get a bit more height than the 54. A lot of things in the setup are the same. We can go feet a bit close together, grip down it. We're going to want that nice and loose grip as well. That's going to help us through a release that we'll look at during the shot. The main difference here is that ball position. We want that ball further forward in the stance. We're still keeping that weight forward, but we just want that ball further forward. It's going to help pop it up for us. So just as with the last shot, the backswing, length of backswing is important. It's going to be slightly longer than the 54. I'm still going to accelerate through, get that club going to the target. Like we saw with the 58, what people are going to want to do here to get that ball up is stay back on it and try and help that ball up. We want to keep that weight forward, commit to the shot, just strike the grass and let the loft of the club do the work. Let's have a look at a demonstration. Look at that ball pitch and stop. These new wedges are beautiful. They're up at the green, as you can see from this pitch mark. Look, that ball has pitched and stopped. So I've got a good strike. I had a nice height. The 54 just pitched and released slightly. I mean, no balls in the hole. Not quite as close as last week, but hopefully that gives you a better idea, better demonstration. Like I said, if you're struggling with the length of backswing, just go from shorter, start closer to the edge of the green and control that distance. Acceleration through is the key. Get the weight forward and just get that nice strike. And then hopefully, once we're thinking about where we want to be down the fairways, we can start accessing those pins and be a little bit more aggressive. Like I said there, even I've struggled a little bit with the distance. I mean, that's probably landed. If we look at where the old hole was, where I'd hold out, maybe I just had that in my mind from last week. Such a good shot last week. Haven't quite followed it up this week. Don't worry, Greg, that beard's coming back.